This is Hunter Henry of the LA Chargers, and you're watching MUT Force. Bolt up, baby.
What's up, guys? It's the director and the Trumpetmonkey.
Hi.
Welcome back to another episode of MUT Force, MUT Force, Trumpetmonkey. How are you feeling today, sir?
Dude, I'm great. We're not allowed to say the word, right? Because it's on YouTube. But let's just say Mrs. Monkey got the all clear on the test for the thing that's going around. And Mr. Monkey got to walk his dogs for the first time in 3 weeks. So that was awesome. So all good. And I would say, director, that it's been a golden week, wouldn't you say? Yes, I love gold.
I would say a golden week indeed. Golden tickets finally making their way into the game. Absolute absurdity for people out there spending 6 million coins on one card, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, Trumpetmonkey, why don't you let the good people at home know what to expect in this week's episode of MUT Force?
Tonight on MUT Force with the director and Trumpetmonkey, we've got a pretty short and shabby show for you. Well, not too shabby. We look at the new tie-dye players. We look at the golden tickets. We look at ULs. And I believe somebody might have gotten a little gold on their fingers. Back to you, director.
Let's freaking go. And with that, let's get into this week's content. All right, Trumpetmonkey, let's jump on into this week's content reveal. We do have a lot going on as far as golden tickets and stuff. I think we've got these over here. Yeah, we do. Let's start off with these tie-dye players. One guy that I was really excited to see, that I was hoping to see in this promo, actually made it in at a 96 overall, Darius Slay. This is a nice cornerback, one of my favorites from past MUTs for a long time. I've loved Darius Slay. Nice item, limited price tag, but you can definitely power up past him if you do wish. What do you think of this guy?
Dude, I kind of dug it, man, because I mean, I'm not using him. Don't get me wrong. By the way, his power up path now has the updated free agency NFL art, which is really cool. So he's wearing that like Eagles uni. But as you said, like there are quite a few spare 96, 97 power up passes in a lot of people's binders now, which is freaking cool, man. It's freaking cool, director. Which means, you know, he's pretty easy to power up. Great stats, right? And it's big play Slay. He makes plays. He's awesome. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that. And what was interesting was the symmetry. Symmetry, you say, Monkey? The first tie-dye players. The 96, okay? The 96 was an offensive player. And then the 93 was a defensive. They flip it around. They go 96 defensive player, lower overall offensive player. I think that is a little bit of a hint of what to expect from some of these eggs coming out tomorrow. So, yeah, fully expect some of those, like those new 99s that we don't know about that are hopefully coming tomorrow, like an LT. Expect then. What it does is it allows you to narrow it down. If you thought there was a Willis coming, but an LT comes, then more than likely there's going to be a Jerry Rice or a Montana. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So I really love the symmetry. Big play Slay, man. Is he in your team? You got him?
I do not have him because the Chargers have really good cornerbacks. Same with the Raiders team. Yep. But I think these Eagles fans out here, especially once you get LeBlanc as one of your golden tickets, your defensive backs are going to go from meh to all right. Like, honestly, if Darius Slay were on my team, I'd be so ecstatic. He's one of the best corners. At least he's got that MUT Force factor for me. He's just so good. Yeah. So Darius Slay, fantastic item. Then we got this guy, the holdout king out in Washington. Right. Brent Williams, decent card, but again, 93 overall. I wish they were both 96s. That would just make this whole thing a little bit more exciting. But I get it. A variety. You got different quick sells, whatever. Brent Williams is out there in the universe too. Get excited, I guess, if you're a Redskins fan.
Dude, just like we said about the 93, oh my God, middle linebacker for the Cowboys. What's wrong with Jalen Smith?
Jalen Smith, yeah.
Just like we said about Jalen, this is a fantastic budget beast. Going dirt cheap. Yeah. And awesome for anybody picking. Man, there's so many new players in the game because of what's going on in the world. So many, and I think it's right that we don't forget about them. And I think that items like this are awesome.
I used to think that their prices weren't terrible, but then the market crash, one of the most infamous market crashes I've ever seen via these guys right here, did transpire on Thursday. Holy cow, I have never seen a market crash as aggressive as that. And what's crazy is that we need to brace ourselves for the aftershock coming tomorrow. For the golden, the eggs for the Easter promo are all hatching in the morning. And that means they're going to absolutely flood the market once again. So these cards that may have been 200,000-300,000 coins a week ago could be under 100,000 coins tomorrow. So keep that in mind.
There are dudes out there, like for real, there are dudes out there who literally have 300 grand eggs tomorrow.
Yeah.
There are people out there with that many. There are people who've been like exploiting the loophole. There are people on PC that I know for a fact have like a couple of hundred of these grand eggs. Like, this is going to be insane tomorrow. No price is safe other than a GT. What if the Quokka Shocker comes out of nowhere? What if something happens and one of those grand eggs that we thought was something else ends up being GTs?
I mean, there's one in particular, and maybe I'll pull it up in here.
Do it. I want to see it.
Fairly certain that it's not going to be. I'm fairly certain I know what it's going to be. It's going to be an Ultimate Legend. But if I'm EA and I'm looking at the prices of these golden tickets and how aggressively they have destroyed the market, maybe I do consider, you know, this egg right here being a golden ticket instead of like an Ultimate Legend. Because, I mean, if we can get Michael Vick down from 6 million coins down to 1.2, 1.4 million coins, that's where I thought a lot of these golden tickets would settle. Because in years past, that's kind of what happened too. Like, maybe we see him for 3 million. I think the most I'd ever seen a golden ticket go for was like 3 or 4 million coins at most. And it always settled down to like 1.2, 1.5, maybe 2 at the very highest. But right now, Michael Vick sitting at 6 million coins is absolutely absurd. And I'm not throwing shade to anybody that wants to buy. Maybe this is the reason they play Ultimate Team. It's Michael Vick. They've been saving up all year just to get Michael Vick golden ticket. Good on you, man. But there's... I can't justify it. That's, I mean, even if you're looking outside the margins of Madden, like if you're a guy that acquires coins a different way, that's thousands of dollars worth of coins just for one player. That's crazy to me.
It's man, it's just showing like the inflation of MUT coins more than anything else. So just so you know, right? Like, we're gonna have a look now. We're gonna play the video. I pulled a GT. You know I did. Everybody does. And thank you for the love and the support. Have a look at the animation here.
This is truly epic, dudes.
The GTs are selling. Did you know what the maximum amount is you can put on the auction hall? I didn't even know. There's the animation. The maximum amount you can sell something for is 10 million coins. There's Monkey on stream. It was crazy. That's with our 96 overall fantasy player pack from coming top 10 in Weekend League. Now, I had absolutely no idea that the maximum you could sell anything for on the auction hall is 10 million. That is exactly what all the golden tickets are selling for on PC.
Look at this little head going crazy.
I know, right? This little guy here. Dude, I couldn't believe it, man. But there are a lot more exploits to make coins and severe ban waves that came through as a result. But people on PC... like 10 million is nothing. It's a drop in the ocean for some of these guys. Like there's some dudes who've been playing only on PC who have like 50 million coins in like a month. Like it's just absurd. So like it's kind of weird. Like I'm trying to think like I don't know how EA tackle it. I mean, if they tackle it, then these are even rarer and coins are even harder to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the max.
I mean, for your average guy right now, just playing Madden Ultimate Team, let's say you drop $100 on a Ultimate Legends bundle, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much you're gonna get out of that anymore, unless you're really pulling a ton of 98s, 97s. Even those 97s. I mean, especially after Sunday, those 97 Ultimate Legends could go for like 100,000 coins, legitimately.
Bro, we had fire pulls on stream today. We pulled our 6 UL fantasy packs that you can buy with coins. That is like basically, it's effectively like it's about 1.1 million. And we pulled 2 full 98s. We pulled a Cunningham and a McDaniel. and they're barely gonna get me 400K for 298 ULs, and that felt like a successful. And then all of a sudden, you sit there going, "I just dropped the 1.1 million."
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get like 400 guaranteed back. This is nuts. So like, it's dire straits.
I think it's safe
now
to say and tell people, just cautiously, as people that observe MUT, we're the overwatchers. Don't pull any packs of coins right now. Don't do it. I think your chances of getting something, really, unless it's a golden ticket, which the odds of that were really bad yesterday, and they're even much worse now, because as you guys know, there was a 48-hour window of those odds being a little bit boosted. That's gone. So how rare would it be to get a golden ticket at this point? Maybe damn near impossible. You never know. You never know. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna stay away from those coin packs for a long time. Yeah,
it's an interesting one. I'm probably every Thursday. I don't mind dropping like something in. But it's really just like horrendous right now, the market. So, bro, getting back to that, man, I think that the best thing they could do is make those golden tickets, those eggs, and I think that would be incredible.
Yeah, it would. I think honestly that would be the best way to help recover the market. As weird as it is, make these cards more accessible to everybody, and the prices of the other stuff will come up because,
Can you do me a favor though?
Yeah.
I know that we are convinced that the team of the week egg is the team of the year. Sorry, egg is the team of the year. But look at that ultimate ticket. Look at that box right there with the U in it. See that? Literally on your screen right now. Look at that.
I see it there, yeah.
Yeah, look at that box. And just have a look at the egg.
Let me see if maybe I did quick sell all of them. I was like, I do not
no,
like these
really?
eggs. I do not want these eggs. Because I feel like I'm pretty certain. I'm like 99% certain I do have one. Okay. I'm 99% certain that that's going to be a team of the year. I'm almost positive. Yeah, because you look at the art that they use to promote it. You look at the art within the actual team of the year. It's that.
I'm with you, man. I agree. I just, man, if they end up dropping GTs tomorrow, I just think that'd be so fly, man. I think that'd be the coolest thing ever. I really, really do. And then everybody could play.
Even if they do, the prices, they'll come down, obviously, but at the same time, like, those cards will still be worth a lot. You're talking from 6 million to 1 million. 1 million is still quite a bit for that one card. So here's the Casey Hayward card art right there. Yeah. That's definitely what's on that egg.
I feel you, man. Yeah. I feel you. It's crazy.
Well, let's actually take a look at these cards then, because they're going for so much. We might as well see if they're worth it.
Yeah.
Again, I think the biggest thing that people are excited about with these cards, the stats themselves are great, but you can get these stats with a lot of cards via, team chemistries and chemistry boosts and stuff like that. What people really want this Michael Vick for is the ability to get Escape Artist plus Hot Route Master. The combination of abilities that you couldn't get with different archetypes are available on Michael Vick, which is absolutely insane. I mean, honestly, I do want Michael Vick if I can get my hands on him, because I am so good with the Hot Route Master. That's kind of what I've been using all year. And I never really scramble because I've gotten used to that. Now, if I have the ability to scramble on top of it, I feel that's pretty lethal. So maybe eventually, I'm hoping and praying that EA does something like they have in the past, where a series of solos come out and you can choose one golden ticket at the end of those solos. I don't know if they're doing it this year, but I hope so.
I don't think they're doing it, man. I don't think they're doing it. I mean, Kralo was like, Jake's a pretty cool dude. He was like laying it on thick, but I don't know, man. It clearly isn't in the plans. So if they do it, it'll be late. That's my take.
I was thinking that maybe they would do it this last Thursday, just because if they were going to start doing like a weekly solo kind of thing, a grind, then they probably would have started it the first week that they put golden tickets out. And I don't see any reason why not to. I mean, we're in Endgame. We've seen solos like that, getting free NFL 100s, getting the MUT 10 cards and stuff like that, where at the time were considered almost as powerful as a Michael Vick. Yeah, I really think that needs to be the move, because nobody's going to have 6.5 million coins outside the 1% of the 1% to buy a Michael Vick.
It's pretty nuts, man. It's pretty crazy.
Insane. So this card, absolutely insane. 96 speed, 99 throw power. Just absolutely a monster out there. And then with all those abilities on top of it, incredible. For Polamalu, this one caught us all off guard. We didn't hear anything about a middle linebacker golden ticket coming out for Troy Polamalu. I don't think any middle linebackers, period, And this one
Yeah.
reminds me a little bit of the LaDainian Tomlinson that came out a few years ago, golden ticket. A little bit shorter, really fast, excellent zone coverage. I love this Troy Polamalu ticket. I really do. Imagine being out there in that Tampa 2, putting that, middle linebacker out in a deep blue coverage. You have like another safety out there / middle linebacker. He's going to be absolutely insane. I've seen some gameplay. He looks amazing. I mean, my God, what a choice. I like this one quite a bit.
I really liked it too, man. This is in the vein of what we were. I'm pretty sure all the way back when we shot an episode and we were talking about, which GTs would we like to see. I'm pretty sure we mentioned this middle linebacker. I'm pretty sure we did, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure and so that was great. And yes, the one thing I didn't like was the list being exposed. And I really sincerely hope that it isn't. And I'm so glad it was inaccurate. And all of these, the list being circulated on all of the websites and on Twitter, I'm so glad it was wrong because I want to be surprised. And I think it's awesome. And I think this is a great GT.
That's a good point. Inevitably, the list will get out because these are people of the community, excited to share what they're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to get some input and some help on what they're doing. But yeah, it would be exciting to be a little bit more surprised every single week. This is one I really, 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 really like. The Troy Polamalu, huge win to me. 98 zone, 97 hit power. Come on, man. That's incredible.
I think it's dope. And I think it's great for those situations where you can't sub in a safety at linebacker, man. I really love that. Like your 3-4s. I heard you say that in your video about this. The 3-4, you're locked in with those linebackers, and he will still get linebacker animations, but I don't care. He's awesome. And then, man, for the Steelers theme team, wow.
Yeah. Steelers theme team right now, just don't mess. Don't mess with this Troy Polamalu. I think they would still be better off using Troy Polamalu as a strong safety in that situation, but still super cool to have that option to have him the middle linebacker. Kelvin Benjamin, probably the one everyone wasn't too stoked to see. 93 speed, turns a lot of people off. Honestly, I've seen a lot of gameplay with him. I've seen people get him up to 98 speed, I think, which is pretty nice on those Chiefs theme teams and stuff like that. And you can put him on any other team he played for. I know he played for the Bills too. And was it the Bills and the Panthers?
I know he was with the Panthers. Yeah.
I think the Bills.
I'll Google it. Live look.
Yeah, take a look because this one might as well be like an ultimate legend. Let's see where else he played. Because those, if he fits on your theme team, I would say you might want to consider getting this cat. I would wait for his price to come down, though.
You're right. Sorry. Carolina, Buffalo, Kansas. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
he's a solid card. And what's funny about this guy is I've seen some animations and some gameplays I've noticed on YouTube that I've never seen before. I don't know how deep in the code they were rooted, but Kelvin Benjamin holds the key. So crazy.
I pulled this dude and sold him nearly immediately. It was a busy week at work. I could not be asked with people bidding or whatnot. I was messaging a dude, a Bando, and I was like, man, what's a fair price? I didn't want to rip him off. So we sold him for 4.5 million coins, which was fine by me because I broke the 10 million mark, and that just felt nice. So probably for the first time ever in MUT. So that was great. And so we let him go. Now Bando ended up flipping him, which is fine, man. It's not my card anymore, and happy for him because with that flip he was able to buy Vick, so he's very happy. But he said that the you can get evasive on this card.
Yep.
And he said that
he looks so funky too doing it. Yeah,
when he spins, Bando says it's like he spins 10 yards. It's incredible. So I'd love to hear that, man. And I really, really they gave him everything. Look, all 4 disciplines there. Deep threat, route runner, slot, and physical. That's a really cool thing about the GTs, man. Oh, and an amazing memory for pulling him. So he'll always have a place in me heart, director.
He's got that 81 on his chest. He's got the dreadlocks. May pick him up later and pretend he's Mike Williams and just live that fantasy for a little while. I like that, man. So not too bad, Kelvin Benjamin. I think all in all, every one of these golden tickets turned out, even Kelvin Benjamin, which I had my doubts about, I think all of them turned out really, really nice. I'm excited to see what happens. Now, before we move into the next part of our show, Trumpetmonkey, I want to ask you, we observe the market every single week. We pay attention to what's going on. As we continue to get more golden tickets, let's say I'm going to spitball 3 out right now because there's so many quarterbacks coming out. Let's say next week we get Cam Newton. Let's say next week we get Ezekiel Elliott. And next week we get LeBlanc, cornerback. What do you think that's going to do to the prices of these current golden tickets? Are they going to continue to stay pretty steep, or will the availability of another quarterback with the similar stats drive Michael Vick's price down?
Well, I think like if it's position for position, like for like, then a little bit, but not a lot. You might see a Vick go for 8 mil, and then Cam going for 10. You know, on PC and then
prices. Yeah,
PC. But then on Xbox, like Cam might, Cam will probably be like again 6, 7, 8, and Mike Vick might be like, because that does happen. Flavor, what, 20%? 20% is normally the fluctuation I see anyway. He might drop down like to 4.8 or 5 or something like that, but only for a minute.
Week after that, we get golden ticket Lamar Jackson.
We'll see. Same again, dropping again. But again, there's the scarcity, man, the rarity of them. They're hard to pull.
We'll see. I'm hoping that the prices start coming down to an accomplishable level for like everybody. Like, I think 6.5 million is too far out of reach, even for some of the biggest YouTubers I've seen out there.
Yeah.
3.5 million, you're getting to the realm of, okay, pretty serious Madden players. Under 2 million, I think, is where most people are like, okay, I've been saving for a long time. I really want Michael Vick. Now I have the opportunity to get him. But I think these prices need to be chopped down by like 60% right now.
Wow.
In order for them to like make sense for our market. And again, if their prices go down, it doesn't make everything else as bad. Does that make sense? So like a 98 overall quarterback or a 99 quarterback that's not a golden ticket won't seem as inferior to the 99 golden ticket. So it should raise the prices back up of all the other cards not golden ticket.
Randall freaking Cunningham, mate, is selling for like 220K on PC this morning. Like, I pulled a Randall today and I was like, Jesus. Like, a week ago he was $750,000 still. Like, I mean, that was the item to have. So it's interesting. Like, I really like what I love about these GTs is I have no FOMO. I have no fear of missing out at all. Like, I didn't even play a snap with Benjamin, man. Like, we messed around with the chems just on stream, and then I sold him. Like, he doesn't need to see my team ever. But none of these guys do. Now, if a Raider comes out, that's a different story. But I'm already, like, if it's just Taylor Mays that we're supposed to be getting, I love my Taylor Mays, man. I don't need GT Taylor Mays.
That's true. That's true.
So, I really don't have FOMO with these guys the way I do with other Raiders that drop. So, like, I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
I will say this. There is one golden ticket that I do really, really want. I'm hoping that by whatever circumstance comes later down the road with coins and stuff like that, I really hope that we have the means to get him and he's not too expensive. That's going to be Cam Newton. I really want Cam Newton. He's my favorite Madden player maybe ever. I've played with Michael Vick in the past. You kind of get, a lot of Michael Vick over the years, Madden Ultimate Team. But just Cam Newton's different, man. I really, really like him in Madden Ultimate Team. I'm hoping that we can get our hands on him too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with these prices of golden tickets. Not too bad. Well, let's move into some of our Ultimate Legends from today. You guys have been pulling for them. Again, the prices of these cards are absolutely astounding to me. Tony Gonzalez, these brand new, even the limited Strahan, he's been a little bit higher, but they're just not crazy high. So I think you can afford anything new for a while that's not a golden ticket, which is insane to me. So let's start with Joey Porter here.
Yeah.
Kind of insane. He was one of those guys that got, I think, a themed diamonds, right?
Yep.
So it's exciting to see him get an Ultimate Legend. 89 speed, which is definitely not bad. 96 tackle, 95 finesse, 92 block shed. A pretty decent card. Not quite as good as LT, but for right now, you might as well because there's no new available LT yet, which is probably coming pretty soon.
Man, Steelers theme team is off the hook good though, right? Like, could we do a live look at what he runs at right end, just out of curiosity, if you have a look there? Now, he was like an All-Pro twice in his career, man. He gets cards, fins, and Steelers. 92 at right end. God, I hope they fix that next year. I really do. And like, cause he played the end, and look, dude is pretty monstrous from a power rush perspective, like a pursuit, that block shed, the hit power, the tackle, even the the strength. Like, he's a solid card. He's a little bit like a James Harrison, man, dude. I want a James Harrison so bad, just a bit faster than James Harrison. Yeah, I like him, man. I really like him. I'm happy for those Steelers theme teamers. Pretty savage item right here, if you ask me.
What's funny too is that one of the emerging MUT Force Factor players in the game this year is TJ Watt. I hear
I
so
agree.
much hype around TJ Watt. Now being able to roll Joey Porter on the right and maybe TJ on the left. That Steelers team, you're right. It's becoming one of the more savage in the game right now.
Bro, you got Kevin Green out there too. Now you got this. You got Shaz. You got Polamalu. You got Bush. Right? Like, I mean, it's pretty gnarly, man. It's pretty gnarly.
Absolutely insane out there. I hope you Steelers teams are getting happy. You're starting to rival that of the Raiders with all of these massive drops continuing to happen. So nice. Good news for the Steelers fans. Next up, let's take a look at Tony Gonzalez. I like this card. I understand why he's not going for as much, though, because I still like Waller better, in my opinion.
I love Waller, but I will say this, like, the run block ain't great, but everything else is just freaking incredible, man. And, like, you can get that speed up, that's fine. You can get the speed nice enough. I mean, you ain't going to get 98 speed Darren Waller fast, but still really good, man. And so, like, Chiefs and Falcons, right? That's the two teams he played for. Really solid options right here, man. Yeah.
I think, too, that there are some animations that are not exclusive, but definitely trigger more with these Ultimate Legends, I've noticed. With Tony Gonzalez, he's really hard to defend. He does remind me a lot of Gronk from back last year. Gronk was just near impossible to defend, especially at the goal line. Tony Gonzalez kind of feels a little bit similar. But he is good, but it's again, I just like Darren Waller so much more because of that speed. And then eventually we're going to get a Kittle that's probably going to be a 99 speed tight end. So interesting, but again, his price isn't too high. So if you want to try Tony, he's not going to cost you a lot right now.
Oh, I saw something fantastic today on stream. Somebody said maybe that Niner looking egg is a Kittle. I really like that idea. I gotta tell you.
My observation of these eggs changed a little bit because we didn't get a part 2, which was I was hoping. So I think those 4 high tier eggs. One of them I thought was Barry. The other one I thought was Ed Reed, which could still be the case. Those cards on Xbox only go for a couple 100,000 coins now. Master Barry and Master Ed Reed only go for like 200,000 coins, which is insane. I don't know if I'd be happy if that was a super rare egg. If I woke up Sunday, I'm like, I had these super rare eggs I pulled over and over and over for. I got a 200,000 coin berry. I would probably throw something out the window.
Are you like we love the guys in EA? I really expected a second round of Masters there, man.
I did too. I also expected these rare eggs not to be so unobtainable by everybody. That's what it kind of feels like this last week. Like a lot of cool content, but I'll never get my hands on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of insane.
Interesting.
Kind of insane. Let's take a look at this last Ultimate Legend right here. This one,
Strahan!
I am super hype on this card. I think if you're a Giants fan, you praise the heavens for this card. This is one of the most insane pass rushing static cards I have ever seen. 96 block shed, 98 power move, 94 finesse move on a pretty decent 84 speed and 95 strength. Wow. This is a crazy good card.
Dude is nuts, man. Yeah, this is crazy. So like, Giants fans, Big Blue, happy, fantastic human being as well. Awesome representative of the New York Football Giants and the NFL and the human race. Echo everything you say, man. And he can get to nearly 90 speed, or he will be on a Giants themed team. That this guy has the MUT Force factor every freaking year, and every year he destroys my pocket, destroys my right tackle, destroys my quarterback.
Let's take a live look at his price right now as unlimited. So he's going for 1 million coins. I think people are getting a little crazy out here with the coins all of a sudden. Going for 1 million coins, Michael Strahan. So he's a really good limited to pull. Very decent card. Definitely use your 98 power up pass on him if you're one of those Giants fans that want to add him. I'm sure the other prices of the other 98s have gone down tremendously, so he would save you a lot of coin by using that there. But a really good card. Also, he'll get the 99 gold once you power him up, so he gets the extra ability. He's going to be an absolute monster. Again, I say this every time I see a monster left end come out. If I wasn't such a huge Joey Bosa fanatic, he would be on my team right now.
Joey freaking Bosa, breaking hearts. for every other DN
breaking
in the
legs
league.
too, though. So I mean, he gets the job done as well. But Michael Strahan,
Whoa.
very happy with this card.
Pretty epic. And that's literally it on the content for the week, man. But
yeah, that's all we got.
But we're going to have a look, aren't we? We're going to have a look at what to expect from this draft promo. And I had forgotten. I had a look at this today on stream, and then you and I were chatting before we shot here. I had forgotten just how many epic 99s came out. They're, as you say, probably going to be 90. They might be 99s this year, but probably 98s. I had forgotten how many epic 90, like high-end cards came out. Look at them, man.
So I think, again, yeah, I do think they're going to be 98s because we need more 98s in the game right now as it stands. I think the first promo we get a lot of 99s is going to be Position Heroes, probably towards the beginning of next month. That should be exciting, but this is going to be coming out pretty soon here too. So usually how the NFL draft promo operates every year is that they roll it in with something like a path to the draft. Okay, and it's going to include a lot of players that are currently in Madden that are established players in the NFL, and they're going to get a whole bunch of upgrades and stuff like that. And then soon afterwards, in this case the 23rd of this month during the draft, they'll be releasing cards as the draft is going along for every position or for every pick that is selected by every team. So taking a look at this, we'll start off here at the top actually with Kyler Murray. This is one of those cards you're going to see come out on draft day.
Yeah, that's the first pick in the draft. That's always a 99.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think that's it, right? Is the second pick a 99? I don't even know if it is.
Afterwards,
I think it's...
the first overall pick is a 99, and then picks 2 through 5 are going to be 98s. Picks 6 through 10 are going to be 97s, and then I think it goes 10 to 20 going to be 96s, I think. Yeah, because the lowest one is 95. So everything after pick 20 is going to be a 95. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
They did some second rounders last year, which was weird. But man, that was really fun last year when he dropped. But man, I love these other ones though that we're seeing here, man. Like some of them are weird. So expect some weird ones. Like Myles Garrett, Beast Mode is not someone I associate with any NFL draft. So when he dropped, that was crazy, and that was like really, really nice item last year. Stephon Diggs has already got his upgrade. He's done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we won't see him this
EA,
year.
Listen to my voice. The Chargers took Mike Williams 7th overall in the 2017 NFL Draft. Let's get the Chargers a wide receiver for the love of God. Let's go. Just a reminder. Just a healthy reminder.
Brady was in the draft last year. The draft promo, that's crazy. He's already got one. You can see, what I'm saying is, if they mirror what they did last year, there's a lot of vacancies, bro. A lot of vacancies. And what I love is that what they do is they seem to go, oh, hey, this guy was like a great pick from a deep draft, you know? I could finally see my Max Crosby. You never know.
You never know.
It really could happen.
So let's take a look. Look at the description underneath the stats there, right?
Yeah.
So Tom Brady, it says 2000 NFL Draft, 6th round pick.
Yeah.
So they split it up between I think 2 or 3 different ones. They had like your undrafted free agents that ended up being really good. They got a 99. They got your late round picks like Tom Brady, got a 99, and then your early picks. So first round pick Chuck Bednarik got a 99 as well. And then some of these other draft heroes and stuff too, like Cam Newton going first overall, you know, Telvin Smith 5th, so like a mid-round pick, late-round pick, 5th, 144th overall. So that's how they split it last year. I don't know if they're going to be doing that exactly the same this year, but it would be really exciting because I loved the thought of this Tom Brady card. Like, yeah, the NFL draft is important, but look at this diamond in the rough that ended up being the best of all time. That deserves an upgrade right there. So really interesting to think about. We could be seeing a lot more. Let's take a look at some of the remainder here that we got. We did get some legends. You know, just because they're not playing in the NFL right now doesn't mean they weren't drafted really high. So, you know, Keyshawn Johnson last year, one of those masters right there. Bruce Smith ended up being insane as well. And then here are the 98s you're getting into for like the picks 2 through 5 and stuff.
Look at the Adam Vinatieri is really interesting, man. And I remember that Antonio Gates as well. Like, so you're like these 98s, 98. They're probably going to be 97, 98s, right? But dude, I forgot how good it was. In my mind, all I remembered was the night of the draft itself and all those cards. I'd forgotten there was another whole promo associated with this. And like date-wise, director, we could see this like Friday of next week, right? The 18th, because the draft is the next week.
Yeah, for certain.
Friday the 17th.
The draft is on the 23rd. So I would expect this promo to either drop on Friday the 17th or early week on the 20th. You know, it could certainly wait until midweek, maybe the day before the draft, which is unlikely. I think that this is still coming. This has been something we've seen almost every single year. Yeah. And I think we're going to see a lot of upgrades. Because, again, you see how many of these 99s we got that last year? Yeah. That's insane. We could see a good number of 98s come out next week.
And anything that's a 97 now, you can definitely buff, even without a power-up, which I love. Can we just have a look at the Rick Wagner there as well? I just want to remind myself what he came in, like what was he? He's the bottom one there, just on this page here, the Rick Wagner.
There we go.
The Rashad Jones. Was he a first-rounder?
Yeah,
fifth round. So he was the late. Okay.
Fifth round, yeah.
There you go. See, man, it's just... I'm getting excited for that one, Director. I think it's going to be really good, man. I do. So... Pretty pumped, man.
So some of these guys...
I think it's next Friday. I'm calling it. Next Friday, we're going to get this.
I'm going to say Friday or Monday coming up in a week or so. So exciting stuff. Who do we think may get some of these Masters? Because, you know, we got some pretty decent ones last year. But it's tough to say because I don't know where everybody was drafted. I mean, we know a lot about football, but we don't know that much about football.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that it's definitely a UL candidate. And I'll tell you why. Because that's what Color Smash showed us. Color Smash gave us 2 ULs as Masters. In Barry and Ed
as
Reed.
they should.
That's fine. That's A-okay. But that's what I think is going to happen. So, like, it's like whoever is left basically from the UL front is who I think, like, we're going to see, man. That's kind of my gut take there. So, let me throw some names out for you, okay? Steve Largent. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss. There's like 3 good wideouts right there, yeah? How about a nice Peyton Manning? How about an Elway? How about a Montana? Like on the defensive side of the ball. By the way, I think they're going to do another special teamer as well. I got this feeling. So get ready for that special teamer. What about an Ogden?
Jonathan Ogden definitely deserves an upgrade.
Munoz and Ogden, I'm feeling them as well. Kind of interestingly, like going a little bit further down the list, okay? Oh yeah, I like this one, man. Kind of like a late rounder, maybe like a John Randall. Kind of digging that one. You know what I mean? And he had to really fight to get on the team.
Yeah. I like that, man. I think it's definitely within the realm possibilities. We get a lot of legends too, because you think of all the legends that we got in the game this year via the themed diamonds 1 and 2, and there's some of them are making their way into Ultimate Legends. If we can see like these legend players as Masters, you know, more often, that should help get through that list a little bit sooner with these really high overall cards. So interesting to think about there. I would love to see, you know, a Cam Newton. I think it's time we get a Cam Newton upgrade. I think it should be with the draft promo. Obviously, I really want Mike Williams as a high overall pick. But there's a lot of good candidates that you could take a look at, you know, as far as first-round picks. I think Myles Garrett should come back, man. He hasn't got an upgrade all year.
Me too.
We know why. But all of that's been swept under the rug. I think it's time to let him get an upgrade. There's a lot of cards, I think, that are good candidates. If they got a 97 or a 96, you know, in the past couple of promos and stuff, I wouldn't expect them to be part of any promo for a long time, maybe for the rest of the year. But there's a lot of guys. Kelvin Smith, who took a year off, I don't know what they're going to do with him. He could get another card. You know, there's a lot of guys that still need upgrades that they could really go all out with the NFL draft, because this is really it. After this, what is there until Madden 21 as far as NFL events?
Right. I'm with you, man. And the way things are right now, I'm with you. Lads, the other thing I want you to remember is that, like, that Joey Porter card really threw a spanner in the works, because everybody was assuming that those 95 themed Diamond 2s were not going to get ULs.
That's true.
I mean, if you think about who is in that, like just to make it clear, like, you don't necessarily think Ultimate Legend when you think Mike Brown, Eric Wood. You know what I mean? Derek Mason, Edgerrin James, Brian Cushion. You don't think UL. So like I really feel as though that there are some clues there. Like, are you expecting a Doug Williams UL? Because I'm not. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that the Joey Porter and the fact that we got Randall McDaniel out of nowhere, out of thin air, really threw some spanners in the works when it comes to the ULs. It's like, we're not getting a Nnamdi Asomugha UL. I'm calling it now. So I can't believe Joey Porter.
We better get an Antonio Cromartie UL. I'm calling it now.
Lol. Maybe.
But it would be insane. Yes, it would be insane. So I don't know, man. It's super excited. We can expect this next week. Leave your guys' comments in the comment section below of who you think deserves an upgrade. Maybe there's some guys out there that are really high first overall picks, first draft picks, or first round picks. Maybe guys that panned out really nice that came out of like the mid or late rounds. Let us know in the comment section who you think should get an upgrade. But super excited to see this come to fruition. And then again, the actual NFL draft is going to be insanely fun as well. Again, if you guys haven't checked out the video that we put together for the NFL draft, we got all the big YouTubers for Madden together in one video to simulate a mock draft. It looks as close to the actual draft as possible. That panned out really cool if you want to see the card art right away for all the picks that they made. And then we'll be releasing that next week as well. Maybe during MUT Force late next week, maybe in midweek. We'll decide what happens, as we get news of what's going on with the actual draft promo. Well, guys, that's all we got for this week's episode of MUT Force. Super excited to see this all come together. Super excited about the draft promo. What do you guys think is going to happen with the prices of these golden tickets as well? I'm really interested in this subject because I think the market kind of hangs in the destiny of what's going on for the rest of Madden, depending on how these golden tickets start shaping out price-wise. It really it's in their hands. The market of Madden Ultimate Team.
And I really also, like, man, the UL situation has me, like, absolutely wigging. So, like, I want to know your opinions on why did Joey Porter get one? He did make 2 All-Pros. Is that what you have to do in order to be considered an Ultimate Legend? Like, let us know. Let us know who you think out of those theme builders as well that are 95s that can get to 99 overall. My number is a 99. Huh?
Money! Give us the crow.
Let us know.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This has been the Director and the Trumpetmonkey.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay frosty.
Stay frosty.